Welcome to my Me Time Monday wellness hack on how awe and wonder fuel your spiritual wellness. This is a Me Time Monday wellness hack, which is part of our self-care in 7 minutes video series. I'm Sherri, gerontologist, author of Me Time Monday, and CEO of the Caregiving Club. Awe is a unique blend of curiosity and uncertainty. Now, while this would seem to create anxiety, instead, it fills your soul with a sense of inspiration and spirituality. Consider the magic of fireflies. Typically seen during the long summer months from May through even September in places that have both hot and humid climes, fireflies create a complex and fascinating process called bioluminescence. This involves chemical reactions and survival tactics that can transform a summer night into a delicate light show. The sometimes synchronized flashes of light have been called the ultimate silent love song, as it is part of the firefly's mating ritual. It is said that decades after Edison created electricity and incandescent bulbs that use a lot of heat, other researchers developing the modern efficient lighting like LEDs were inspired by the fireflies and their bioluminescence, which creates a cold light source. There is also an awe factor when watching the northern lights or a shooting star or just staring at the galaxy with hundreds of stars you can see at night. These scenes remind you of how small you are and how your daily struggles are part of a larger story being written across the universe and across time. Contemplating your role in the universe gives you perspective on life's challenges and fears. This perspective on life and your role in it can help caregivers find an inner peace and balance from the stress along their journey. A 2021 study found experiencing moments of awe on a daily basis reduced stress levels and increased self-reported feelings of life satisfaction. Other research stated that feeling awe can actually lower inflammatory cytokines that are created in response to the body's invaders. They mobilize the immune cells to fight the pathogens such as viruses or flus. In fact, awe is an anti-inflammatory that improves both physical and mental health. Now, building an appreciation for life means finding moments of awe. While studies shows 75% of our sense of awe comes from nature, the sensation of having your breath taken away or staring in wonderment can be a nature scene, such as a sunset, a snowy mountaintop, or gazing at the moon. But it can also be watching a loved one sleep soundly, contemplating a beautiful work of art or architecture, witnessing a child's birth, watching and listening to musicians, or holding the hand of a loved one as they take their last breath. When we experience the loss of a loved one, especially if you are with them when they do take their last breath, some psychologists call this sunset mode. This is defined as having a mindset allowing you to take all of life's emotions in, but realizing the moment will not last. And instead of being fearful or sad, we experience a moment of awe that gives us a profound appreciation for life. In our world of scientific certainties, we are surprisingly okay with experiencing the mystery of awe. This is because when you encounter awe, you also experience faith, and faith replaces fear in your soul. Now, in my first book, called A Cast of Caregivers, I was inspired by research on Indigenous people in Australia's outback and how a special ritual resembled the journey that caregivers take. So I'm going to tell you the story from that first book, which I call The Wonder of a Caregiver Walkabout. There is a cultural tradition among Australian Aborigines that very closely resembles the journey caregivers take. It is called a walkabout, and it is a rite of passage for adolescent boys to become men. These young boys have no choice on whether they want to do this or not. It is a long-held tradition these people believe connects them to the land they love. They are sent out alone into the outback, sometimes spending months in solitude. Many of the boys follow ancient songlines or dreaming tracks where they learn to find food and shelter, the same types of food and rock formations their ancestors found before them. During this quest, they develop deep self-awareness, and when they return to their families, they have a greater sense of who they are, their importance to their family, and their heritage. In many ways, caregivers are also on a walkabout. You may feel you had no choice to become a caregiver. You may spend months or years feeling all alone in your journey. But along the way, you learn about food and shelter and, yes, let's face it, legal paperwork and insurance rules in the care of your aging or ill loved one. When you return from your caregiving journey, hopefully you will feel a sense of connectedness to your past and your future. In this journey called life, you understand your purpose and your role. And while you may have felt alone in the caregiving outback, friends, experts, and others were helping to guide you. They were in the stars and the whispers of the wind at night. When you open your eyes and realize you are or will be a caregiver, you will know you are not alone. Welcome to the cast of caregivers. I hope you enjoyed this Me Time Monday wellness hack. Every Monday, I will have a new self-care in 7 minutes video. You can find more information in my book, Me Time Monday, the weekly wellness plan to find balance and joy for a busy life, or visit MeTimeMonday.com or CaregivingClub.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our Caregiving Club YouTube channel to get all the self-care in 7 minutes videos and much more content every Monday. Take care and stay well.